Hello, Myla. I'm not sure what's going on with the Nearpod lesson, but until we figure it out, let's just go through and I'm going to kind of record myself going through it, and that way you can kind of practice along with me. So we're going to click on here, nearpod.com, and our code is IAFBX. Copy that and paste it here, and then click join. Okay, maybe we'll put Myla here for the optional. Okay, here we go. Empecemos. 5 patitos nadaban un día en la laguna con su mamá. Oh, hola! Don't mind me, I just have the song from today's lesson stuck in my head, en mi cabeza. Hola a todos y bienvenidos a tu quinta lección de español. Hello everyone and welcome to your 5th Spanish lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to be reviewing our feelings, las emociones. Do you remember what feeling this might be? Estoy feliz. I'm happy. How about estoy más o menos? I'm so-so. And after we review these different feelings, we're going to review, or for some of us, learn for the first time, los números 1 hasta el 10, 1 until 10. Now, at the end of the lesson, we're going to be listening or watching a video using the song like I was singing or what's stuck in my head at the beginning of this introduction. So you're going to get to learn all about that and see that video in today's lesson. Go ahead and click on the next slide to get started. Adios. Okay, next slide. We have our learning goal. I can identify and count from 1 to 10 in Spanish.
Los números. Learning goal. I can identify and count from 1 to 10 in Spanish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo estoy mal, más o menos, bien, feliz. Bad, so-so, good, happy. I am. Yo estoy mal, yo estoy más o menos, yo estoy bien, yo estoy feliz.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? You can answer by saying yo estoy and pick one of these emotions that we learned about last week. Yo estoy mal, yo estoy más o menos, yo estoy bien, or yo estoy feliz. I would answer yo estoy feliz, which means I am happy, because today we are going to learn how to count from 1 to 10 in Spanish. Let's go. Vamos. Hola amigos, welcome back. Today we are going to be starting our lesson on números. You are going to learn to count from 1 al 10. In this lesson, we are going to be counting together in a video. You can practice that as many times as you'd like. The more, the better. Then you're going to listen to a song that reviews colores and números together. The other thing you're going to be doing is listening to a read aloud and following along. This read aloud is about cómo cuentan dinosaurios, which means how do dinosaurs count? That should be interesting. After our read aloud, you are going to be counting fish and circling the correct number. So it'll ask you, ¿cuántos peces hay? When people ask you, ¿cuánto? That means you will have a number response. The last thing we will be doing in our lesson is listening to another song about cinco patitos. Cinco patitos means 5 ducklings. That's how we'll end our lesson. Please remember to exit correctly so that I can get all of your responses. Gracias. Adiós.
Let's count. Vamos a contar. I will say the number and then you will repeat at home. ¿Listos? 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
Remember to repeat. 4,
4,
5.
5,
Muy bien, we're halfway there. 6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9
9,
y 10.
10.
Muy bien, amigos.
Una canción, a song.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. Blanco, azul, verde, marrón, amarillo es el sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Naranja, rosa, rojo, morado, negro, gris es mi caballo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blanco, azul, verde, marrón, amarillo es el sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Naranja, rosa, rojo, morado, negro, gris es mi caballo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blanco, azul, verde, marrón, amarillo es el sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Naranja, rosa, rojo, morado, negro, gris es mi caballo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blanco, azul, verde, marrón, amarillo es el sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Naranja, rosa, rojo, morado, negro, gris es mi caballo.
Now we're going to read the story, Cómo cuentan hasta 10 los dinosaurios. How did dinosaurs count to 10? We've reviewed our numbers 1 to 10, and there's a new song that we know now to kind of help us practice it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's hear a story and see if you can pick out any of these words.
¿Cómo cuentan hasta 10 los dinosaurios? How do dinosaurs count to 10? Por Jane Yolen y Mark Teague. Cuando cuenta un dinosaurio, por el 1 siempre empieza, a uno de sus ositos abraza con mucha delicadeza. When a dinosaur counts, he always starts at 1. He hugs one of his little bears with much care. Dos globos, rojo y morado, 3 camiones, verde, azul y colorado. 2 balloons, red and purple, 3 trucks, green, blue, and dark red.
So we know the numbers dos, uno, dos, and tres. Uno, dos, tres.
Cuatro pelotas que botan y rebotan. 5 bloques en una torre grandota. 4 balls that bounce and bounce. 5 blocks in a huge tower.
Cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And cinco. 5 bloques, 5 blocks. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Oh, 5. What comes after 5?
Debajo de la cama 6 calcetines.
6.
7 vagones de colorines.
7. Uno, dos,
Under the bed,
tres.
6 socks. 7 colorful wagons.
Le siento. So we know the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. So 7 calcetines, 6 socks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 vagones, 7 wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What comes after 7?
8 frascos de pintura para pintar con pincel. 9 dibujos lindos clavados en la pared. 8 jars of paint to paint with a brush. 9 pretty drawings nailed to the wall.
8 is 8. 8 paint jars. 8 frascos de pintura. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 dibujos. 9 drawings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And lastly, what comes after 9?
Y para terminar, 10 libros va a leer. Cuando un dinosaurio ha contado hasta 10, ¿qué hace después? Empieza otra vez. And to finish, 10 books to read. When a dinosaur has counted to 10, what does he do after? He counts again.
10. 10. 10 libros, 10 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ¿Dónde está el 10? Maybe he started with the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We must have cut off one, but he had 10. Okay.
Niños, on the next slide, you're going to be asked to answer this question. At the
I'm gonna
top,
pause this because since you're watching this video, you won't need it. This video is just directions on how to answer the next question. But since for right now you won't be able to answer this one, maybe just say it out loud at home. How many jars of paint does the dinosaur have? ¿Cuántos frascos de pintura tiene el dinosaurio? Let's look at the picture. How many does he have? And how do you say that number in Spanish? How many paint jars? Let's see. Is the answer dos? Is that how many paint jars he has? Cinco or ocho? ¿Cuántos? How many? The answer is ocho. He has 8 paint jars. Tiene ocho frascos de pintura. This is just for extra practice for cuántos peces hay, but you wouldn't be able to color this in. Let's just see.
Count and circle how many fish you see. ¿Cuántos peces hay en total?
Maybe at home you can practice this. ¿Cuántos peces hay? Count how many there are in this picture and say the number in Spanish. Cinco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hay 5 peces. How about here? ¿Cuántos peces? 2. 1, 2. Hay 2 peces. How about here? ¿Cuántos peces? How many fish? You can always pause this video if you need extra time. 6. 6. Hay 6 peces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about here? ¿Cuántos peces? 1. 1. Hay un pez. How about down here? ¿Cuántos peces? 3. Hay 1, 2, 3. 3 peces. Y por fin, ¿cuántos peces? For the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hay 4 peces. So, 5, 2, 6, 1, 3 y 4. I always click submit to turn in my work. Now we're going to watch the video or hear the song Cinco Patitos. But let's see this preview.
Okay, niños. Now we're going to watch the video, Cinco Patitos. 5. I know that number. ¿Qué número es 5? What number is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 is 5. Cinco patitos, 5 little ducks. In the video, see cuántos patitos, see how many ducks there are, and slowly you'll notice the number change. There's going to be 2 questions in this video. When the questions pop up, they're going to ask you, now, ¿cuántos patitos? How many little ducks? From that point in the video, answer, are there 1, un patito, 2 patitos, 3 patitos, 4 patitos, or 5 patitos? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 little ducks.
Okay, let's see. I know there's going to be 2 questions because of the blue dots.
5 patitos nadaban un...
Lo siento. Let me start over.
5 patitos nadaban un día en la laguna con su mamá.
How many ducklings swam with their mom? ¿Cuántos patitos nadaban con su mamá? Was it 5 patitos o 2 patitos? 5 patitos. 5 patitos nadaban un día. 5, 5. And we have a green check, so we know that was right. Now I'm going to click here to continue.
Uno de ellos no quiso seguir y se quedó a descansar.
Descansar is to rest, so he stopped to rest.
4 patitos nadaban un día en la laguna con su mamá. Uno de ellos no quiso seguir y se quedó a descansar.
No quiso seguir. He didn't
3
want to follow.
patitos nadaban un día en la laguna con su mamá. Uno de ellos no quiso seguir y se quedó a descansar. 2 patitos nadaban un día en la laguna con su mamá. Uno de ellos no quiso seguir y se quedó a descansar. Un patito nadaba un día.
Oh, now how many patitos are there? How many is she left with? How many ducklings do you see swimming with mom here? ¿Cuántos patitos ves nadando con su mamá aquí? 4 patitos? 4 o un patito? Solo hay un patito. 1. Submit. Oh, we know we got it right because it has the green check mark. Continue.
En la laguna con su mamá. Este patito no quiso seguir y se quedó a descansar.
So she started off with 5 patitos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patitos, but ended with 1 o 0 patitos, 0 patitos.
Bien hecho, chicos. Good job, everyone. Es todo de hoy. That's everything for today. Hasta luego. See you later.
Felicidades! Congratulations on completing your lesson. Remember, you can complete the weekly lesson more than once. Make sure to exit correctly so I can see your wonderful work. Follow these steps. You can press play down below to have these read to you, but I just read them for you. So let's see these steps. I'm going to get to this drop down. Okay. Drop down. Exit. Yep, I can exit. Y es todo.